What a great day to gather and celebrate the efforts, the dreams, and the soon-to-be reality of these 9 recruits. Thank you for coming today to join with them in this celebration. In attendance with us today are Deputy Mayor James, Councilman Hudson, and y'all staff, Chief Humphrey, and the LMPD executive staff. Thank you for joining with us as we graduate 9 new police officers. Metro Academy Class 59 began on February the 19th, 2024. Although they completed the recruiting process, there was still a monumental task ahead. Many of you here today were great encouragement to these recruits as they overcame each challenge posed to them in the Academy. We thank you for this, and we encourage you to continue in this support. It takes much more than just those in uniform to make this profession so noble. Becoming a police officer is not easy, and their accomplishment in becoming Louisville Metro police officers should be praised. To tell us more about this, I am pleased to present the class president from Metro Academy Class 59, Officer Corey Stengel.
Good morning, family, friends, my fellow graduates, and distinguished members of LMPD for being here today. It takes a special person to accept the calling to become a police officer, and for this reason, it is an honor to stand up here today as we celebrate the graduation of MAC 59. Before I go any further, I need to address some important individuals in this room. Those individuals are the friends and family members who came out today to show their support for us. Your support and sacrifices mean more to us than you will ever know. However, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be standing here today. It is the love and support you all have shown us throughout this 28-week journey that has guided us to this point. This academy wasn't easy, and this isn't an easy career. But the fact that you all are willing to stand behind us, encourage us, support us while understanding the sacrifices you have and will endure throughout this career speaks volumes to the type of people that you all are. Starting any new job can be stressful. Then insert the police academy and Officer McNamara as your class coordinator, and the stress level rises. Day one hits, and on top of the stress, you're trying to remember, what side of the wall am I supposed to stand on? When am I supposed to hit the wall? Do I address the instructors? And if I dare choose to, what am I supposed to say? And how can I manage to stay off the radar for as long as possible? But it was day one when the camaraderie began to take form and build a bond that we as MAC 59 will never be able to forget. The stress and challenges continued as we approached each milestone, such as OC and taser exposure, GST test, and Red Man. Since we had such a small class, you could see how quickly we were able to grow as a group. It wouldn't be a day if we didn't hear Durbin talking about, you haven't been hot until you've experienced the heat of Camp Lejeune. Lindsay during his numerous voice/impressions, Hill and Stotts refusing to close the yearbook on their collegiate sporting days, us making fun of Coleman for his distaste for chicken skin and his 4-hour gym sessions, us referring to Owen as a doctor because of his previous career in EMS, trying to make sure O'Shea stays awake, the guys telling me they're tired of hearing about my time in corrections, and Green, well, we really didn't mess with him much because, as you all can see, he's a very large individual. With that said, Green, The Simpsons is still better than South Park. We are the second MAC class that had the privilege of taking a trip to Washington, D.C. During the trip, we were able to visit the National Museum of African American History and Culture, the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum, and the National Law Enforcement Memorial. This trip allowed us to tie in some training aspects of the academy as it related to police work, while also expanding our views and perceptions of the world. We were able to get a guided tour of each place, which allowed us to get a more personal experience into the history that each museum had to offer. The trip was also helped us build upon the already strong bond we had created up to that point. From walking a mile in the pouring down rain to the metro train, or being able to attend a Washington Nationals baseball game, the bonding was able to occur during a short trip, helped solidify the friendships we were building throughout the entire academy. When it comes to the instructors and the academy staff, this day wouldn't be possible without you all. The knowledge, dedication, and support you show us is second to none. You all forced us to push through our limitations and step out of our comfort zones while providing us the tools needed to be leaders and to succeed. To Officer McNamara, thank you for everything you throughout the academy, for volunteering your time to come in early to train GST with us, to your knowledge and passion for the job in the department. It didn't go unnoticed and helped prepare us for our first day on the street. We also knew where we stood with you, and you had a way of making us feel like we just disappointed our parents while also motivating us during your debriefing sessions or one of your hero workout PT sessions. I can't leave out Officer Sears. You also volunteered your time to come in early for GST sessions. Not to mention you were a calming sight when we were in the middle of one of Officer McNamara's debriefs. Mac 59, it's been a wild ride. I've added 8 brothers to my growing family, and it is an honor to share this badge and uniform with you all. I wish each of you all great success in this career. With that being said, I need your assistance with one last task. Mac 59, on your feet. Sergeant Seeley, this is for you. Mac 59 out.
Thank you, Officer Stengel. Next, we will hear from our city's Deputy Mayor, David James. David James is a native of Louisville who has dedicated his life to community service, public safety, and public service. David has served on LMPD, in the U.S. Army Reserves as an intelligence specialist, the Commissioner of the Kentucky Bureau of Investigation, Metro Councilman for District 6, and he was elected President of the Metro Council for 5 consecutive years. David was appointed as Deputy Mayor of Emergency Services in 2022 by Mayor Greenberg. David married his sweetheart, Michelle, on July 9th, 2011. Deputy Mayor.
Well, good morning, everybody. First, I want to say congratulations to the class. You worked hard to get here. And I want to say on behalf of Mayor Greenberg, who couldn't be here today, that he's very proud of you for the accomplishments that you've made. And I also want to say on behalf of myself, I'm very proud of you for making it through what I consider to be the best academy in this country. And you may say to yourself, well, how can you say such a thing? Because in 1984, I joined the Louisville Metro Police Department. And before I left, I was an instructor at the academy. So therefore, I know it's the best in the country and that you are some of the best officers in this country. I can remember back on this particular day when I graduated from the academy, and I was so nervous. And the 2 big things that I was nervous about was, number 1, that was the day that they give you the bullets for your gun that you've been carrying around for weeks. And they told you, do not have an accidental discharge inside the graduation ceremony. Number 2 was, whatever you do, don't ask the mayor a stupid question. And so I was very afraid about that. And one of our classmates decided to ask the mayor where was the best place to get his uniform cleaned. He didn't make it for a year, but that's okay. Beyond that, I'm so honored that you're here, that you took the opportunity to serve your community. We have one of the very best police departments in this country, and you've decided to serve. And there's not a better act of service that can be had. And so from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you for that. The other thing I'd like to say to you is that you're joining a rank of people, public service professionals on the Louisville Metro Police Department that have dedicated their lives to protecting and serving us. And it's amazing the work that they do every single day. And you're joining their ranks. And I know that you're some of the best trained because they would not let you be sitting in this chair if you weren't the best. I have complete faith in Chief Humphrey and the instructors at the Academy to know that you all are the best. We and the public know that you all are the best. Your family knows that you all are the best. And so when you leave here and you go out on the street, perform that way. We expect it of you. The other thing I'd like to say is to the family and friends that are here, thank you for supporting these men that are joining the police department. They would not be here if it were not for your love and support. And they're going to need your love and support as they go into this profession. It's not an easy profession, but they've chosen to do it, and you've chosen to support them by being here. And so for that, I want to say thank you. Mayor Greenberg worked with the Metro Council, Councilman Hudson and others, to put some things in place to show support for the police department. One of those is a record contract, collective bargaining agreement that sets a very high pay for our officers. They'll be going from $52,000 a year starting pay to $67,000 a year starting pay by 2026. It's a good thing. So think back when I was a police officer, we started at $10,000 a year. Think about that. The other thing I'd like to say is that in addition to the salary, working with the Metro Council and the police department and the Police Foundation, we're able to create the Summit, a wellness center, where police officers and first responders can get help, mental help, physical therapy, keep themselves in shape to better perform their duties. And it's a model for the rest of the country. And it was created here in Louisville by the men and women of the Louisville Metro Police Department. Thank you, Chief Humphrey. The other thing I'd like to say is that this is a big job, and it's not an easy job. But I need you to know that the people around you, your colleagues, your friends, your coworkers, they're going to support you. And if you have questions, ask them. And there are no stupid questions, right? And so I'm very proud of you. Welcome to LMPD. Welcome to Louisville Metro government. And let's do this. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor James. Next, we will hear from Councilman Hudson. Councilman Hudson has served on the Metro Council for several years. He serves District 23 in the southern part of the county. He's been a huge supporter of LMPD, and we appreciate that support that he offers to her. Councilman?
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. On behalf of President Winkler and the rest of Metro Council, just let me express how proud we are of you, how grateful we are for you, and how we want you to succeed. And in order to do that, we need to know what you need. So if there's ever a time when you need something, feel free to call on me, President Winkler, or any one of the other Metro Council people. In the introduction, it was said that I have been an heavy supporter of LMPD. As an example of that, the first resolution I passed when I got on Metro Council was to provide jiu-jitsu training for LMPD officers at no cost to them. Let me explain what that means. The Marietta, Georgia Police Department was one of the pioneers in this, and they took the population of officers that had been trained in jiu-jitsu training and the ones that had not been trained, and just tracked the statistics. After a period of time, they gathered all that data and showed scientifically that officers that had been trained, once a situation went hands-on, the number of times that officer was injured went down 52%. The number of times a suspect was injured went down 48%. The number of times that a taser or a baton or something else was used went down 26%. And there was an incident that happened on Bardstown Road just a few weeks ago with an LMPD officer that was a textbook example of the benefits of that training. He was able to take a gun away from a suspect, wrestled out in the middle of Bardstown Road, put that suspect in an armbar and waited for the other officers to show up. Everybody went home safe. Well, the suspect went to jail, but that officer went home and slept in his own bed that night. That is my goal. I want you sleeping in your own bed every night. I want you going home to your families every night. So what you need, you let us know. That's our job, is to make sure you have the tools that you need to do your job. And I'll leave you with this challenge. You come into the LMPD with a legacy of professionalism and exceptionalism in front of you. Lean on those people. You're going to forget all of the words that I've said today. You're going to forget everything about this day. The one thing you are never going to forget the rest of your career are the brothers that you went through the academy with. You will remember them for the rest of your life. Do not let your brother down. I want you to succeed in the rest of your career, and I want to help you do that. So let me help you. Help me help you. Thank you. I know that this was an incredible journey for you. I'm proud of you. The entire Metro Council is proud of you. And thank you for your service. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Hudson. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce our Chief of Police, Paul Humphrey.
So, I don't know what this is, and I know you're not going to remember a lot of what we talked about today, but I think for the next 25 years, you'll remember whatever that's about. So, congratulations. You've earned this day, right? The day that you came into the academy, we spoke to you, and I went over 3 things, and we're going to go over them again because we just went over them again on Monday, right? The first is decision making. There's a lot of stuff that you'll do in this job. Often, you're not going to chase anybody. You're not going to lock anyone up. You're not going to use any force, but you're going to make decisions all day, every day. Those decisions affect people's lives. You need to be really, really good at decision making. Practice it. Get better at it. It's the most important thing that you'll do, is make decisions that affect other people's lives. Work ethic. You've worked pretty hard to get here today, but the work's not over. It's really just beginning. You're just entering a new phase. Your career trajectory is going to be determined by your work ethic. You have a lot of people around here that are supporting you. There's 9 of you here. Look how many people behind you are supporting you today. The vast majority of you don't know those individuals. They don't know your names. You don't know their names. You may never meet them again. There are people from other agencies here that have your back, that are here to support you. Remember that when you go out there, right? And then accountability. Accountability is one of these things that we've talked about. And I think we need, as a profession, to kind of change the conversation around accountability, and we've had this conversation. Accountability is how you show each other you care about each other, right? It's how we set a standard, and we hold ourselves to that standard. We hold each other to that standard. I have to hold you to that standard, and you have to hold me to that standard, and you have to hold each other to that standard. You will only become the best version of you that you can become by holding each other accountable, by holding yourself accountable, by saying, yeah, I did a really good job today. How can I do it better the next time? Be accountable to each other, be accountable to yourselves, be accountable to the community. President, you said you tried to remain off the radar. We had a conversation the other day about being heroes. Hero is one of those words that people toss around, and we probably overuse the word. But you're going to go out here and you're going to do hero stuff. It's what you signed up to do. The vast majority of you are not going to ask for any attention for it. You're going to dodge the cameras. You're going to say, I was just doing my job. Don't shy away from being somebody's hero. That's what you signed up for. You could have gone and done any other profession where you could serve people and take care of people. There's only certain people that can be heroes. You've stepped up and you volunteered to be people's heroes. Embrace that. Embrace that. You've earned it, right? In doing this job, there are going to be people who are going to tell you how much they love you. They're going to tell you how much they care about you because of what you do. And there will be people who, for the same thing, will tell you how much they hate you and how much they despise you for the exact same thing. Love them both the same. Police and protect them both the same. Your duty is to this profession and is to people. It's not to their response to you. It doesn't matter what people say. It doesn't matter what people think. You protect them. You protect everyone. Remember, it's not about the gun. It's not about the foot chase. It's not about the arrest. It's about the people that you're saving and you're taking care of when you do those things, right? So thank you. Congratulations. You're going to have a lot of fun out there. And don't forget all these people that showed up today to support you, and carry that with you. Carry that sense of pride that you have right now, that you got that badge pinned on your chest, that we all remember when we got this badge pinned on our chest. Don't ever forget the feeling that you have today. You'll forget all the words, you'll forget all the people, don't forget the feeling. Police with it every day. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chief Humphrey. Next, we would like to recognize a few recruits for individual achievements during their time at the Academy. When your name is called, please come to the stage, get a picture with the Deputy Mayor or the Chief, and then please exit but stay to the right of the stage to return for a group photo with all the award recipients. The following awards were voted on by your classmates. Class President, Officer Corey Stengel. Class Administrator, Officer Dylan Owen. Most Improved. This award is presented to the recruit who improved the most during the training academy, Officer Zachary Hill. For the next award, please welcome Major Tiffany Tatum to present the Donna Tatum Leadership Award and to tell us a little bit about the award's significance.
Ladies and gentlemen, Deputy Mayor James, Chief Humphrey, esteemed guests, and most importantly, MAC 59. It's my honor to stand before you today to celebrate the accomplishments of our new officers and to present the Donna Tatum Leadership Award in honor of my beloved Aunt Donna. My Aunt Donna was a shining example of leadership in every aspect of her life. She was a loving mother, loyal friend, dedicated officer, and an Army veteran. She always led by example, never asking anyone to do something she wouldn't do. Her compassion, integrity, and dedication to her work inspired all who knew her. Today, we honor one recruit who has exemplified these same qualities of leadership throughout their training. This recruit has shown exceptional dedication to their duties, gone above and beyond in their responsibilities, and demonstrated a true commitment to serving others. Their passion for their work, their ability to inspire and motivate those around them, and their dedication to excellence makes them a deserving recipient of the Donna Tatum Leadership Award. As we send off these new officers into the world of service and leadership, let us remember the example set by my Aunt Donna. Let us strive to emulate her dedication, her compassion, and her commitment to making a difference in the lives of others. Let us never forget the impact that one individual can have on the world when they lead with love, integrity, and courage. To the recipients of the Donna Tatum Leadership Award, I offer my heartfelt congratulations. May you continue to lead with the same passion and dedication that my Aunt Donna embodied, and may you inspire others to follow in your footsteps. The award goes to Officer Corey Stengel. Congratulations.
Thank you, Major Tatum. The following awards were determined by scores. Class Valedictorian. This award is presented to the recruit obtaining the highest average test score throughout the academy at 94.42%. That award goes to Officer Dylan Owen. The Iron Man. This award is presented to the recruit displaying the highest level of physical fitness during the training academy. This award goes to Officer Layman Durbin. Now, MAC 59's class coordinator, Officer Dan McNamara, will call your names to receive your diplomas.
Layman Durbin. Layman Durbin was born in Louisville and grew up in Henry County, Kentucky, where he was raised by his father on a horse farm. He's a United States Marine Corps infantry veteran and a devout believer in his Lord and Savior Jesus Christ from the Reformed perspective. We'd like to share one of his favorite verses from Romans 8:29 and 30. For those whom he foreknew, he also predestined to become conformed to the image of his Son, so that he would be the firstborn among many brethren. These whom he predestined, he also called. And these whom he called, he also justified. These whom he justified, he also glorified. Austin Green. Austin Green was born in Noonan, Georgia, and was also raised in Noonan before moving to Kentucky after high school when he joined the Army in 2011. He served in the Army for 5 years before getting out in 2016. He's also a professional MMA fighter and a professional wrestler. He would like to thank his family and friends for always supporting him in his many endeavors in life. I'd like to share one of his favorite quotes. Blood, sweat, and respect. First two you give, the last one you earn. Zachary Hill. Zachary Hill was born in Louisville, Kentucky, and was raised in Mount Washington, Kentucky. Zachary attended Bullitt East High School, where he played baseball from 2014 to 2019. After high school, Zachary attended the University of Pikeville, where he received a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, continued his baseball career from 2019 to 2023. Zach would like to thank his family, friends, and classmates for their support during the academy. I'd like to share his favorite quote: "Success is never on discount. Greatness is never on sale. Greatness is never half off. It's all or nothing. It's all day, every day. Greatness is never on discount." Adrian Corman. Adrian Corman was born in Bahrain and moved to Louisville, Kentucky at the age of 2. He was raised in the Brownsboro Farms neighborhood. He grew up splitting time between his home in Kentucky and visiting family in Europe. He graduated from Ballard High School, then went on to work through a series of IT professional jobs before coming to Louisville Metro Police. I'd like to thank his family and friends for all their love and support, especially his kids, Ryder and Josie. Also like to thank Lieutenant Todd Wingfeld for all his support, encouragement, and mentorship along the way. I'd like to acknowledge all the training staff and academy who made this possible, and I'd like to thank Dan Patchen for his classroom instruction, encouragement, comedic relief, and introducing the quote from Maya Angelou. "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Nicholas Lindsay. Nicholas Lindsay was born in Florence, Kentucky, and raised in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. Graduated from Anderson County High School in 2020. He then attended Bellarmine University and Eastern Kentucky University for criminal justice. He'd like to share his favorite verse, Isaiah 6:8. "Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, 'Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?' Then I said, 'Here I am, send me.'" Zachary O'Shea. Zachary O'Shea was born in Louisville, Kentucky. He graduated from DeSales High School in 2020. He then attended Jefferson Technical Community College until 2022, then transferred to the University of Louisville, where he is still taking classes for a business administration degree. He'd like to thank his classmates, family, and everyone who has supported him along this journey. He wants to thank all the academy training staff who have pushed him to be better and to do better. Dylan Owen. Dylan Owen was born in Shelbyville, Kentucky, and raised in Henry and Oldham County. Graduated from Oldham County High School in 2014. Prior to this, he worked as an EMT for Louisville Metro EMS since 2019. I'd like to thank his friends and family for all their support during the academy and going forward the rest of his career. I'd like to share a quote his father frequently told him while he was growing up: "Whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, it can achieve." Corey Stengel. Corey Stengel was born in Louisville, Kentucky, and raised in Elizabeth, Indiana. He graduated from South Central High School in 2004. Upon graduation, he attended IUS before joining the military. Previously worked as a corrections officer, sales manager, energy broker, and was active duty for the Indiana National Guard prior to joining LMPD. I'd like to thank his family for their support throughout this journey. I'd like to share his favorite verse, Romans 12:9. "Let love be genuine, abhor what is evil, hold fast to what is good." Nathan Stotts. Nathan Stotts was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky, graduated from Louisville Male High School in the fall of 2020. He furthered his education at Missouri Baptist University in St. Louis, Missouri, where he graduated with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I'd like to thank his Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, his family, and friends for the love and support along this journey. I'd like to share his favorite verse, Galatians 6:9. "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up."
Thank you, Officer McNamara. Now, for the last time, I will call you recruits. In a few moments, you will take your oath and pledge to serve this community. As the oath is read and you soak up this moment, recognize that you're stepping across a great threshold. You're becoming someone or something who represents the greater good, that represents something greater than yourself, and something that gives you a greater opportunity to serve this community in ways that will truly leave a lasting impact. The oath of office will now be administered by Chief Humphrey.
Raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of this Commonwealth, and the laws and ordinances of the Louisville Metro Government, and be faithful and true to the Commonwealth of Kentucky and Metro Government, so long as I continue a citizen thereof, and that I will endeavor, to the best of my ability, to detect and prosecute all gamblers and others violating laws against gaming, and that I will faithfully execute, to the best of my ability, the office of police officer of the Louisville Metro Police Department, according to law, and I do further solemnly swear that since the adoption of the present Constitution, I, being a citizen of this state, have not fought a duel with deadly weapons within this state or out of it, nor have I sent or accepted a challenge to fight a duel with deadly weapons, nor have I acted as a second in carrying a challenge, nor aided or assisted a person thus offending. So help me God. Congratulations, gentlemen. Welcome to the team.
Join me in welcoming the newest members of the Louisville Metro Police Department. Give them another hand, please.